see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Thomick and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will get the first swing of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, South Carolina! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And there he goes. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, he put his team in great position. So South Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room and under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal flag.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively, because he's got some special ability.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside, and then turn. If the QB can make plays down the field, make strikes, get on the same page as the receiver, it can create some huge plays for this Arkansas offense.
Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Arkansas, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're fine.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids.
Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Live line, getting set on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Bringing the heat. Makes his man miss. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Razorbacks had this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Sampson. Nice move to keep running. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Acho. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. New set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. They've got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McAllister. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Now the play fake. The short hands. It's Hodges. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Motion from the wide receiver. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his man. It's LaBelle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Makes a move. Touchdown, South Carolina! Stealing a score on special teams.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Arkansas, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And the rush will get to him at the 25. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people.
Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder.
Found the seam on the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Arkansas, 0.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's McAllister. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll go back to work on offense. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. They opened the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Turning on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's LaBelle. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got it in the middle. It's McAllister. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some.
Breaks into the open. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Inside the touchdown Gamecock. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it behind the line. It's McAllister. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown Gamecocks. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Arkansas, 0.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Royer. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great...
There he goes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything.
He's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fakes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Arkansas, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush is on him.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Grab behind the line. It's Hodges. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reinbold. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Running to Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking for a crease, it's Sampson. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. Just plowing ahead. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
What? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This offense wants to get back in the football game. It starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Here comes the heat. He went down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Creates a little room.
Returner brings it out to the 42. And your South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the tight end.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They're working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Gamecocks are on the move. On the move, it's Sampson. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable.
And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Reinbold. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Floats it out in space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Got his man all by himself. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Get hype.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass. Continues to fight for yards. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on 1st down. Gets it past the marker. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes a grab deep. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. First down for this offense.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep it.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to pass, it's Riplg. This time on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Nestles it in at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The running back has it. Runs through a tackle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he makes the play, and it's intercepted.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a man. It's Reinbold. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense does the work itself with the pick six. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they... Going the other way, and he's got room. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Reinbold. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He wants to take the top off. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you